Title: The Reign of Beasts. It was the year 2056, and the world had changed in ways no one could have imagined. Earth, once ruled by humans, was now a battleground where animals reigned supreme. But these were no ordinary animals. They were the results of genetic experiments gone awry, altered by science into monstrous forms with unnatural strength, speed, and intelligence. They were no longer the docile creatures we once knew. They were predators, ruthless, powerful, and terrifying. The story began decades earlier with the rise of genetic experimentation. Scientists, driven by the desire to enhance life on Earth and unlock untapped potential, had begun to modify the DNA of animals. The goal was to create perfect organisms, capable of adapting to any environment, thriving even in the most hostile conditions. However, something went wrong. Instead of evolving into ideal creatures, the animals began to mutate, growing larger, more aggressive, and more intelligent. They developed the ability to communicate with one another and coordinate attacks, setting their sights on dominance. The first wave of beasts, led by the genetically enhanced lioness Kalia, was unstoppable. Cities fell one by one as the mutated animals overran human defenses. Bears, tigers, and wolves became warlords, their monstrous forms capable of tearing through steel like paper. Even the oceans were no longer safe. The once peaceful dolphins, mutated into vicious sea beasts, now stalked the coastlines, dragging ships and fishermen into the depths. Humanity was on the brink of extinction, but amidst the chaos, something unexpected happened. The very experiments that had created the beasts also triggered a chain reaction within human DNA. The survivors of the animal attacks, those who lived through the fall of cities, began to develop strange abilities. They called themselves the Awakened. People could now harness the powers of the elements, control animals, and even summon the strength of the beasts themselves. Among the Awakened was Eli, a young man whose family had perished in the initial wave of the animal uprising. After surviving a brutal attack by a mutated gorilla, Eli discovered he could manipulate gravity. Objects around him would levitate or crush under his control. Alongside his newfound abilities, he became the leader of a small group of rebels. They formed an alliance with other Awakened, each with unique powers. Jenna could bend time in short bursts, Marcus could summon storms, and Lila had the ability to speak to animals, even the mutant ones. Together, they sought to overthrow the animals' rule and take back their world. The humans fought against impossible odds, but every battle seemed to bring more challenges. As the humans grew stronger, so did the beasts. Kalia, the lioness, had formed a coalition of mutant animals, each ruling over different territories. Her army included not only her own species, but also the newly enhanced apex predators, crocodiles that could move like serpents, eagles that soared with the speed of jets, and even mutated insects the size of trucks that could overwhelm any human army. Eli and his group infiltrated the animal strongholds, striking fast and retreating before the beasts could retaliate. But as they grew closer to their goal of taking down Kalia, they realized a terrifying truth. The mutation was not only affecting the animals, but the humans as well. Some Awakened were slowly losing their humanity, their powers warping into something darker. The very thing that gave them the strength to fight was beginning to consume them. One fateful day, Eli faced Kalia in an open field, where the remains of a once thriving city now lay in ruins. She towered over him, her golden eyes glowing with an eerie intelligence. Her voice, calm and measured, spoke to him. "You think you can stop us? You think you can reclaim a world that was never yours to begin with?" Eli's heart raced, his gravity manipulation flaring. "This world was ours. We built it. We can take it back." A fierce battle erupted. Eli's powers collided with Kalia's devastating physical strength. He manipulated gravity to hurl rocks, buildings, and debris at her, but she dodged with terrifying agility. Her claws slashed through the air, creating shockwaves. As the fight intensified, Eli could feel his powers growing more unstable, and he realized he was being pushed to the brink of losing himself. In that moment, Lila appeared, whispering to the mutated animals around them, trying to reach some vestige of their old selves. She had learned that there was still a flicker of the animals' original instincts buried beneath the monstrous exterior. But Kalia was different. She was too far gone, a symbol of the dangers of unchecked science and evolution. She bared her fangs at Eli, knowing that in the end, only one could remain. The battle between man and beast would determine the future of the earth.